This is the straw bale house that we built, and we've been busily pruning. You can see right there our yucca tree, and that was literally that much more higher. It was about 25 meters high. It was really tall. And I remember way back when I saw it, it was much smaller. Not knowing that years later we would come into possession of this plot of land. And now here we are, pruning back the olive trees, the yucca tree. Now I'll go back to the yucca, saying that yucca tree, that actually got more in common with asparagus than it does a tree, quite literally. And it's actually a shrub. And the beautiful thing about that is when you cut it back, the shoots will come back and grow back with a passion. As well as our olive trees, which we've pruned back, and some of them quite aggressively. And the whole point there is allowing light to go into the heart of the tree and having branches which are lower. So come 2 years, that'll be full again and full of precious olives and fruit and what have you. Yeah. Now, the ropes that you're seeing across there, it's not the border of a land, it goes a bit further down. Those ropes there were quite literally put there to keep horses and a donkey and a Shetland pony from destroying, or rather eating, our plants. And this is it. So we want to reserve a lot of the overgrowth here for the insects that right now probably the phone won't pick it up. The land is buzzing with bees, and there's all sorts of insects, and there's all sorts of things going on. And where the border of our land is right there, there's a road on the other side of that. On the other side of that road is a nature reserve, and it goes on, and we're surrounded by it. And again, we'll go right over the other side. You'll see again a nature reserve, and it goes on and on and on and on. And right down in that valley, you see, there's a stream, i.e. a river now, due to all the rain we've been having, and what has become known as the frog pond. Yeah, a place where lots of frogs prosper. And this is it. This is what we've been doing. And now I'm just planning my way, because in not so many weeks we're going to be returning to the UK to start doing our shows, our magic shows and storytelling. And that's one of the things we really enjoy doing, is creating magical moments in people's lives and creating theatre. And we travel around doing street theatre to stage. And as we're doing that, we're literally raising money for this project, and have been pretty much raising with that intention since for the last 3 years. You started on this project 4.5 years ago, thereabouts anyway, and I should say in the middle of lockdown. I'll give you more of an accurate date. And now I actually thought it was going to take us about 3 months. And this year I just managed to finish the ceiling, and we've just added some lights and what have you, and it's really coming together. A bit further down here, you'll see, you'll just be able to make out a pile of stones there. You see them all the way down there, a pile of stones. Now that's those stones right there. I'm going to be creating a sacred reserve, and it's reserved for like sacred work, meditation, and just a place to go and possibly to create some real positive energy, and a bit of a druid's grove, if you like, a place to go and to be inspired. And we also have another clearance, which is something that it's cleared all this very shortly in a controlled manner. We're going to be burning that, because we dug that all up, and what we're doing is creating a break amongst the shrubbery. Because right now, even though we've got there's another little break right there, and right now even though the land is buzzing with bees and insects and what have you, come summertime, Andalusia, reaching up to 40 degrees plus, this will go dry as a bone and potential fire risk. So it's that's why you create these little breaks, and I've got one right here. However, the intention is to grow trees in this and keep all this back. And I've today literally just planted this very young. I'm getting real good energy off this little this little friend of ours, a very young carob tree. And I say young because they're slow growers. So you could say I've planted that for my children's children's. Yeah, but in about 5 years' time that'll grow well. But it's got some lovely shoots that have been shooting up, and it's been sitting around in a pot here for the last couple of weeks, and it's just literally a couple of weeks. It just sprouted those shoots right at the top right there, and I think it was going, Mario, it's about time you planted me, right? So I saw that and I went, all right, I'm on it. And that's what we did. We planted this right there. And what you'll see here, and I've got like, my makeshift dead border that I've created. And these are the cut-offs. You can see how severe it is. These are the cut-offs from the yucca tree. And again, tree, it's got more in common with asparagus, but the good thing about these will break down. They do break down. Like it's not a hard wood, so it will rot down and feed the soil here, and feed, and hopefully get some growth going here. It will take time, but of course, directly behind it, you got this. And this time of year, like I say, it is beautiful. So a lot going on, yeah. And so we've got full of bees, full of insects. So looking good. We've got another break here, and again, now that's a firm tree right there. That's a fast grower. It's going to shoot up quite quickly. And planted an olive tree, and not doing too well, that one. And we've got a couple of shrubs, and sage, rosemary, and what have you. So we have. Come and visit.